will find that it's all a lie. It's the biggest lie ever told.
Facts.
If you dig deep about black landowners back in the early 1800s, Virginia, South Carolina, all over the South, a lot of them owned their own slaves. Blacks had their own slaves too.
We know that they was their family.
Yeah.
But nobody else.
It wasn't slavery. Yeah.
Slave.
It wasn't slavery. It was family. It was I got records of it.
Indentured workers.
It's just like claiming dependence on taxes. Same thing.
So hey, Grand Rising. So family did originally mean servant or slave. Like it was interchangeable sometimes. And slave did not automatically mean African. It just meant you were a slave. Anybody could have been a slave. There were Europeans who were slaves in different countries, by the way, and continents. There were Asians who were slaves, Indians who, not many Indians from East Asia that was slaves because they was also enslaving people. They was helping to colonize. There were Africans who were enslaved. Hawaiians were enslaved for a little bit. Australians were enslaved. Everybody was enslaved. So when y'all see slave, for some reason, after a certain time period, everybody's just assume, they're just talking about the niggas from Africa. No, that slave did not mean African.
Bingo. A lot of people do their genealogy. And we'll get to a point in the 1700s and we'll see something that says slave. And they'll be like, oh, I found it. I knew I was from Africa.
And then they only do the research on that person and find out the person named Marky.
If you're educated and you know your genealogy, you know that all of us come from Africa.
See, that's where we disagree again.
That's a lie.
No, it's not.
Africa's a theory.
It's a lie.
It's a
theory.
It's only a theory.
That is a theory that has been debunked. There's many theories.
Read your Bible.
Huh?
Out of Asian theory,
It's a whole bunch of theories.
Yeah, we can never uncover with just a first glance what we really are. Everybody's names are changed. Everybody's ethnicities are changed. Even nations have different names, and they've been changed over a few times. And we have built on top of...
Who's been changed like us, though, bro?
And let me show y'all a picture of Lucy.
Africa has been renamed. America has been renamed. Continents are renamed. Everybody has different names. Nobody knows who anybody is anymore.
Okay, no, that's not what he's talking about. Hold on. That's not what he was talking about. He was talking about the reclassifications for our people here in America. Like only us.
Yes, and it is called the out of South America theory, which is what America really is. South America.
We know who Ham was, sir. We're not from Ham.
Africa.
And we don't.
Ham come from Africa.
America
but
is
we know, and just so you know, sir, Georgia.
I got a question.
It's not a conspiracy theory. We don't come from Ham. The Africans call themselves Hamites. We don't. We're not from them. And just to make something clear, because I hear the whiteness in your voice, you ain't even in the Bible, sir. You're not from any one of those people in the Bible. You're not from Ham or Japheth. You're not from none of them.
If you look at the picture on my profile right here, this is the whatever the name of the word is. I can't pronounce it. But this is Lucy.
Octopoliticus, what they try to say all black people in the world came from.
And this is where Neanderthal are their ancestors. We don't have monkey DNA. They do.
Exactly.
Does it look like a woman to you?
The whole time they've been.
I mean,
that's your grandmama? I'm just asking for real. Is that your parent right there? Is that somebody you find attractive? Somebody you want to sleep with? Because, bro, that's not us, bro. That's not us. I can show you us.
Where are you from, Georgia?
And Fadija, is your name Fadija Ma'am?
It's Fatty. I don't know how you got Fadija out of Fatty.
Okay, well, my bad. Fatty, Well, Fetty, you said that white people weren't in the Bible, and that would be the Edomites, would they not be?
They're not. No.
So that would not be
y'all
Esau.
be forcing the issue to put them in there. No, they're not Esau. I keep telling y'all this. No.
Interesting.
They haven't been here long enough. They're not in the Bible.
So what you're basically
abomination.
Wait, hold on, my people, because I'm on your side. So what we basically illustrating is people only 6,000 years old came here, beat the shit out of the entire planet.
I ain't even saying they that long. I'm not even saying they've been here that long.
So
I don't know what planet they came from.
Years ago and beat the shit
out. Not that old.
No, listen, sir. Really, because that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Yes, exactly.
So we got finessed by somebody younger.
You gonna let somebody?
Yeah, we got
let somebody respond?
Yeah. No, I'm responding to him because he said we.
Well, they stole all of our knowledge and used it against our own people.
Yeah. So. If you research it, because we be asking, for example, the Africans this, so they want to act like, oh, we don't know history, they know their history, all this other stuff, until you start asking them questions about their histories, and they don't even realize their history is written by YT people. The Native Americans' history is written by YT people. The Australian, everybody's history let me finish.
Okay.
Everybody's history was written, the first book of their history for a lot of places was written by a colonizer. And you have written. So a lot of these places wasn't writing. They didn't have alphabets. That wasn't something that was in their culture. So first written by colonizers. That's the first thing. And then they haven't been here no thousands of years. I don't know when they got here, where they came from, but when they got here, I'm going to say some hundreds of years ago, a few YT people have said the same thing out of their own mouths and admitted this, that they have not been here that long. They've only been here for a few hundred years. So I'm going to say they got here around the maybe 1300s, 1400s, somewhere in that time frame when they got here.
It was the wild man back then. Back then, it looked like the picture that he got down here back then.
And basically, when they got here, they was, the Moors, they wanted to educate them about the world and civilize them and all this other BS. And while they was going and learning things around the world and getting some of those getting enslaved at the same time, they did try to do certain things to the native peoples of different lands around the world. And the people wasn't rocking. The people was fighting them back. The people was beating them. They lied to you in history and make it seem like, oh, they were winning. No, they wasn't. This is why we say the Africans willingly participated in the slave trade, because they did. The white people could not take them or overtake them. The Africans had to say, hey, we want to join in on this. Go and start WARs of their own free will and enslave those people that they defeated in WARs.
So you saying
go in and kidnap people?
So you saying the Knights Templar and all them was niggas? That's what you saying?
Yeah.
The Council of Nicaea was all niggas.
Yes.
I thought it was
they were darker melanated Europeans. They were.
I thought it was the brother that went in that motherfucker and told them white folks that shit wasn't gonna fly. And this allowed his ass. This will not be fair if I didn't give pushback to this, and we gave pushback to the YT people for attempting to lie earlier. Listen, there are a few different they're called writing systems, and they're obviously sharing. I won't say obviously, but when you take a closer glance, there are similarities within this alphabet systems from different civilizations. This is over thousands of years old from different people. Whether there was pictures.
Did I say nobody had writing systems, or did I say only a few had writing systems?
You didn't want me to interrupt you, and I had to shut up.
No, I get you, but you're clarifying something I didn't say.
Okay, I hear you. But you're saying that people are having their history written by YT people, and I'm like, hey, there was written language, there was linguistics, there was hieroglyphs, there were so many things with so many creation stories and people's civilization information within it. We can see this with Aztecs, Mayans, natives, various groups in Africa.
I wasn't talking about. Okay.
Hold on. Even the caveman, even the Neanderthal, has sense enough to draw a picture with a handprint. Like, listen, we have to be honest when we're talking. Because when we get on lies, it'll become a slippery slope, and then they can pull that thread and then invalidate everything that we're stating. So
okay, and you didn't invalidate anything. I said it because hieroglyphs are not written.
Why did he want me to listen to you and you don't want to listen to me?
I'm listening, but you're not invalidating what I said.
I'm not invalidating
on what she said.
You were saying. What I am simply illustrating is there is written language, there is history. There's oral history, and people are smart enough. They are cognizant enough to be able to say, you know what? We've been over here in this fucking rock for this amount of time. We like family and share everything, so we draw a picture with my arm around everybody. We so on and so forth. So what I'm simply illustrating is, yes, you are correct in the statement of the rewriting of history, but somebody's original history is not authored by.
So give me a tribe from anywhere, some random place. Just name a tribe.
All right, we'll take River Creek natives. That was just a random one.
Is it a federally
maybe randomly you, but you challenging somebody who do this all day.
The government go over. No, for sure. And it's good to have an exchange. Even if I'm proven wrong, I will be grateful because now I have information. This is the beauty about these exchanges.
But Shy, is that supposed to be a federally recognized tribe?
Okay.
We'll look into the... Oh, go ahead, Fatty.
Okay, hold on. I gotta fix this.
Why they call her Fatty?
Oh, that's just a childhood nickname.
Oh, damn.
Y'all keep jumping around
every bit of the name.
Question to question. Why can't you answer my first question when I first come join in?
What was your first
What's
question?
the question, George?
You're saying you're not from Africa, then where are you from?
So we already answered that question.
America.
Earth is mine.
Georgia. Because everybody wants to talk at the same time. I can't hear
let me talk to Georgia. Let's not lie.
Let me talk to Georgia.
Everybody mute. Everybody mute.
Go ahead, Georgia. Go ahead. What's your question?
I did my genealogy and found out because I knew I was born. My grandmother was born in Germany. I knew that because she raised me. She was 100% German. Her whole family history, all were from Holland and Germany and the Netherlands.
Come on.
And then the other side of my family were Cherokee Indians. My dad's mama was 100% Cherokee Indian. So. I know where my family come from. Where
now,
your family
them Cherokee Indians that you talking about, right? See, we had two kinds of Cherokee Indians. We had two kinds of Creek Indians. We remember the Lower Creek Indians, and then you had the Cherokees that didn't look like everybody else. You had two different sets of the same tribe there. All right, one was recognized by the government, and the other ones was not. The ones that wasn't recognized by the government are the ones who land got taken by the ones who was recognized by the government. Those Indians who was 100% Indian was not indigenous to Georgia. They came here and was made and put in place there. Now go do that research because it's in Carrollton records of all the natives coming over here and they giving them folks land. We can get jiggy. They got a land registry down there in Carrollton right now, and you can go down there and look at the land registry, and you can see when them so-called natives moved in here. The God, they know all of it. And they'll tell you
30,000 years ago, they said it all come from Asia.
Well, they came from.
That's impossible.
Those are.
They said.
Wait a minute. Those are
indigenous people.
Hold on, sir. Wait a minute, Georgia. Just hear them out.
Let me finish. Those stories was taught in border schools. So everybody who had ancestors in border school came out and they taught that shit. All right, the original tribes was supposed to be annihilated. And then they came up with these new tribes, Cherokee, Lower Creek Indians, and so forth and so on. And it just got more and more and more. None of those people of them new tribes are Johnny come late. They didn't become natives to the 1800s. Before then, all the indigenous folks was at WAR with the government, which would be your Negroes, who they enslaved after the wars. So anything else, sir?
Also, they originally said that those people came over here, if I'm not mistaken, 10 or 11,000 years ago. That's when they said the Clovis people and all them came over here. And that was the narrative until they found a bunch of things, artifacts, bones, all that other stuff on the east coast of North America that was older than what they said the Clovis people was. And they said, well, it was impossible for them to migrate over here because it was an ice age during that time. So that's when they changed the time frame of when they came over here and was like, you know what, we were wrong. They wasn't here 11,000 years ago. They was here 20-something thousand years ago. Maximum 20 to 30,000 years ago is when they migrated over here. They never thought they came over here that long ago at first. They changed the narrative when they found evidence that said otherwise. And because of the fact they want to keep the rights to the land, they not about to say, oh, well, they must have had niggas over here first, and then those Asian people came later. Because the thing was, if you paid attention, the main ones that was sailing around the world that never had a problem with traveling around the world was the Asians and was our people. Because in Hawaii is made up of a mixture of people who look like us and people who look like Asians. They mix together and you have the Hawaiis of today. You have also the same thing with the Polynesians. It's the same thing. Our people was on those islands first. Our people was in Australia first. Our people was in Asia first. Our people was everywhere first. So if you want to keep believing in your head because some white man said, hey, it was no ninjas here in the Americas, but they was on every continent first, every island first, every country first, that's on you to willfully be blind. And also to the other guy, I don't know, I think he left, but when it comes to that River Creek tribe, their oldest books, the first books was written by white people. The oldest one that even mentions them was written by James Adair. And he's Scottish.
Hey, so the Mayan art and architect in Georgia, do you know we have Mayan ruins in Georgia?
So I just wanted to comment back to what Fatty was just talking about real quick. The first indigenous people are from Asia, Mongolia.
They're not indigenous. They're not indigenous. When they came here,
the word indigenous.
When they came here, people are already here, sir. People are already here.
From the islands.
Are you familiar with the Mississippi culture, the mound builder culture? You think the Clovis people did that?
Because you said,
I'm asking you a question.
I'm trying. Hold on. Let me stay in Georgia.
She said that she heard people here first.
Let's stay in Georgia. Let's stay in Georgia. Georgia.
Back to Patty's question.
No, hold on, Mr. Georgia. Let's stay in Georgia because me and you was talking. Let's stay in Georgia. Do you know there are Mayan ruins in Georgia? Answer that question.
I've heard of it.
Okay. Now, if this was the indigenous people, you see how that hair is free forming and growing the way it want to grow? That's how we grow our hair today.
You misunderstanding what I'm saying.
I'm showing you the real indigenous people of the land.
Set foot on the United States soil.
These are the real indigenous people.
No, Georgia.
Yes.
Asians are not original to the Americas. Okay.
When these people who are already here.
I'm showing you the pictures of the people in Georgia. These are the first people in Georgia right here, my guy. There you go, the first people right here. Why are we arguing with a man from Germany anyway? He's from Germany.
He's from Germany. They just claiming it.
Yeah, bring him back. I like him.
He's from Germany.
He's having cognitive distancing right now. He doesn't accept it.
He don't understand.
He's in denial.
He's from Germany.
Because he knows good and well the people he claiming he ain't those people either.
Especially
and look how they look.
He can't talk about especially in Carrollton because the stories I got about
I'm from South Carolina.
I'm talking about
right there by Georgia.
Now y'all all got to be racist. That's what I want to know.
We're not racist.
How we being racist? Because we showing you that the
people they call Carrollton
let me talk. You talk. Why won't you let me talk?
Well, Georgia,
why do you
hold on, y'all.
Let me finish. Let me talk
us
for
racist, but he live in a sundown town. Don't you live in a sundown town? Wasn't Carrollton a sundown town?
Let him talk.
Yep, sure is.
Why you call me YT? I'm not a YT.
That's TikTok. You didn't take that shit over TikTok.
WT. Why don't you pronounce it WT?
That was YT. that
What if I put the E on the end of the black abbreviation? It'd be Blackie.
You can be black.
That's racist. Calling us white.
Be racist. Be racist.
Okay, wait. What's racist about abbreviating? Okay. Yeah. How? Please explain to me, how is abbreviating the word white
That ain't
to
racist. Y'all be
racist?
saying white to you saying Blackie.
It's not correct.
I know he coming with the bullshit.
English, you pronounce white.
Just explain how it's racist. Just explain how it's racist, sir.
Because it sounds like you're saying that I'm a whitey.
No,
nobody said you're adding in letters. Ain't nobody saying. You said white.
White
means white.
Abbreviate white people YT. That's on the.
We get in trouble for saying white on TikTok.
They're telling you that they'll get in trouble for saying white on TikTok.
Well, why can't you say
the host
WT?
can't say it?
You can't say WT?
I don't know where that YT come from.
Look, it just came. Yeah, it just came about.
TikTok, bro.
It just came about.
It's just TikTok.
When I got YT was calling YT.
And my grandmother was in the bunkers during when Hitler was bombing her town. My grandmother was in there.
What they got to do?
Wait. You can't say that word. Hold on. Wait a minute.
What got to do with the presidency
in Georgia?
In Germany,
TikTok friendly words. You're not using TikTok friendly words.
All right, next we got RH something. I don't know.
It's R.
Well, Cooper,
RH.
Cooper, did you want to say anything other than what you had already added?
RHDO positive. Is this that girl that be talking about your blood all the time?
Well, all I wanted to add to
Hold on, not you. Our history. Hold on. Our history. Not you. 1 second. RH.
We try to go in order around here.
Oh, okay, you're going down. All right.
RH.
All right.
O positive.
That's what happened when you passed the gun line.
All right. Go ahead. Our history.
What he about to say?
I ain't saying, I just showing some pictures, that's all.
Not nothing that's coming up being disrespectful already.
Showing some pictures, that's
No,
all.
you got Priscilla in line. There we go with the bullshit already.
Just got the real Mayans up on the screen, y'all.
Them ain't no goddamn Mayans.
So just so you
Them
know,
the Mayans right there, my boy.
I wanted to ask him a question.
Are you ready to talk?
Is he from Africa? Did he come from this lady right here?
Oh, I can't
from
talk when
Africa.
other people talking.
Oh, we were waiting on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's fine. You can't talk now for real. You got the wrong energy coming up here. I ain't about to do that today. Not that. You came in. I can hear it.
I just want to let people know.
All you popping your neck already, goddamn, all that shit is uncalled for at 8 o'clock in the morning.
When people are claiming to be out of Africa, this is the thing that I want them to actually look at. Because I did research on this, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have a complete skeleton for this thing that they call in Lucy. So it's something that they just put together and they just came up with. It ain't even, there is nothing proven that it's true. There's only a theory.
Look into the
and then when you get to the root of it, and that's what I'm saying. And when you get into the essence of it, it's not even a human.
Let the young lady talk.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No one's talking.
Oh, me?
Go ahead. No one's
Yes.
But when he was speaking on indigenous people, he kind of was speaking the truth about that because to be indigenous, it does go by your blood type.
Okay.
See, a lot of people don't know this, but the people that are against indigenous black people, indigenous Indians, indigenous Africans, indigenous people all over the world in Australia, all of us share the same blood type. A lot of majority of black people.
What's that blood type that we share?
A lot of us have positive blood or either RH or positive blood. See, we have the D antigen in our blood. That's the thing that the Europeans don't carry. They don't have DEA. They have just a regular human blood. We're not considered as humans. You know that? We're not considered as humans. They are considered as humans, Caucasians. We're not considered as Caucasians. That's the reason why Europeans don't like indigenous people and why they're trying to take over the world right now.
Okay.
Majority of us black people, we are positive blood types. We're not negative. If you are considered having negative blood type, that's a European blood. That is not indigenous blood.
Europeans ain't the original Europeans, dark skin.
That's why I keep trying to tell people to go out and find out your blood types and stuff so we'll really know what's going on.
I'm like, I'm agreeing, and I'm like, okay, where you at? I'm not.
We the majority, they the minority.
Okay, you preaching to the choir. Everyone here is of age. We have very few young people that come through here. And I think
she got a white lady in the comments talking about so she O positive, so she indigenous. This is why, ma'am. Is there anything else you would like to add?
That lady
she might look white, but she is not considered as white because of her blood. Okay, she knows what's going on. Them people over there in Europe have a different blood.
I agree with our history on that. White people do have O positive blood. That's why I'm like, is there anything else you want to say besides blood type?
Right.
No, they look white, but they're not white.
Okay.
If you got O positive blood, you might look white. You're not white.
No, that's
okay. We get you. Is there anything else? Is there anything else?
Like Michael Jackson.
She do it every time.
Okay, now
like Michael Jackson or something, I guess.
I'm not putting you on the big screen with that. But if you got anything,
well, I was going to show some lines. So
if it's disrespectful,
lines in the state.
Okay, you came up to show anything valid, sir.
I mean, you can show text, but I'm not going to be able to present nothing. So I'm just showing y'all the pictures. Y'all got pictures on the screen. Y'all saying we're
you can present. Do you just take forever? You take 20 years just to present one thing.
Do you know the Mayans alphabet?
No,
we're talking about whether it's not alphabet, and we're talking about whether African Americans, black people, have a connection.
You're African American.
All I want to know is where your grandmama at? Where your African grandmama at? That's all I want to know. What's her name?
Well, if you want to go genealogy for genealogy,
man, where your African grandmama at, and what's her name, man? That's all I want to know.
Grandmother, brother. My grandmother was born in 1937.
Where her African grandmama at, man?
You want to go genealogy?
Where her African at?
Where her African grandmama?
You can do genealogy for genealogy.
Just answer the question, R.E. He's saying which one of your ancestors is African.
You have Mayans on the screen. Are y'all coming up here? Y'all arguing? Why you guys arguing?
We are.
You don't know the Mayans. You claiming these people?
Am I claiming these people are black means that we U.S. citizens?
It's not even worth it. Calm down.
Black means that your parents.
Sir, do you understand how DNA works? Do you know how when you go back so many generations, how many grandparents, and you know how that works?
So that's called autosomal DNA.
No. I'm talking about like how you have
autosomal
right
DNA.
Now. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish, sir. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. Let me finish. You have two sets of grandparents. Listen, you have two sets of grandparents, right? Each of those grandparents have another two sets of grandparents, right? And then so on and so forth, right? So what we're asking you is which one of them in particular are from Africa? If you don't know, then how are you?
From autosomal DNA standpoint.
If you don't know, if you don't know,
how you gonna say you from?
If I don't know, I would love to explain. But I think with these panels, they're not like normal panels. Y'all just have echo chambers where y'all stop information from coming out. Right?
I'm being very sincere.
Y'all don't talk about autosomal DNA. That's what it's called. Y'all don't teach. Y'all just have echo chambers, and I'm showing you real minds. That was a discussion.
I actually do this real. Okay, man.
Black people did not wear freeform locks before 2006. And black people were not wearing locks.
Are you serious?
In the early 20th century.
Did he just say
Show me
that? Pause. Okay, I'm gonna just say one word. I'm gonna say, hold on, pause. Nope. I'm gonna say one word. Y'all, preacher, hold on. I'm gonna just say one word. One word. So who will, wait a minute. Okay, so who wore locks before 2003? I'm gonna say one word for you, okay? Bob Marley.
Freeform. Did I say freeform locks?
And in the early 20th century, you can't show me black people wearing locks.
And Bob Marley.
You can't show me
all
black
of
people
the island of Jamaica was wearing
influenced by the Rastas.
Oh my God.
East African culture.
Florida as well.
Show me an East African wearing Rasta locks. Like, please show me them wearing free.
I don't think they understand. Will you let me talk?
No. Show me them. I'm asking you. You don't take forever to answer the question. Show me African wearing freeform locks. You're not showing us no information. You came up to show us a picture that you put together. You put that picture together. Nowhere does it say.
You're showing them a
I didn't show anything. Hold on, pause.
It doesn't matter.
Pause. I didn't show anything, sir. I showed nothing. So what are you talking about?
So once again, will you let me reply? I don't think you will. Everybody pay attention. These people don't let people reply. They're afraid of information. So once again, if you're talking about locks, watch they won't let me reply. Watch. They have no self-control. Watch this. No self-control. I'm going to tell you that.
Man, yo, check this out, man.
Bob Marley was influenced by
Preacher, hold on, Preacher, hold on. Don't be long-winded. Preacher, hold on.
I can give a 30-second
Don't be long-winded. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can't give a minute answer, right? So the Mau Mau, it's the Mau Mau, and all of the people of the uprisings, the Rasta boys. That Rasta culture comes from East Africa. Look at the flag. They were influenced by the Mau Mau. They say, you can look at the old videos and they're saying they were influenced by the Mau Mau. Bob Marley came to Jamaica. It was like a picture, right? I mean, not Bob Marley. East African. My bad. Haile Selassie came to Jamaica. It was like the Pope came to Jamaica. Can I talk for a couple seconds? Damn. You can look it up in 1960. You look up him coming to Jamaica. Culture influence, but y'all don't let people talk. We keep saying y'all afraid to let people talk. Y'all screaming. Why are you screaming, bro?
Hold on, Preacher.
That Jacko Chamber. I'm out.
I knew you was gonna run before we got on his ass. Come on back. We ain't going nowhere. Come on back.
Come out tea time.
He sound like he from Harlem or something. Like he gives me Damien Dash vibe. Like he really don't know. He just be trying to say things like slick insults, but has no actual facts to back up what he's saying.
Indian first. Something happened to him.
It's funny.
That's a lot of Africans
like it's funny to me.
Harlem.
Yeah.
Today.
It's funny to me. You know what I mean?
What happened to Una? Somebody else was talking trash. What happened to him? They must be teammates or something.
Not too long.
They're having a huddle. They got a huddle.
He had Una had a Olmec statue up.
Yeah, I seen it. They
went on tea time too long, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't do that tea time. That'll get you dry. They up here talking about, they're
Grand Rising Bones, Grand Rising Preacher.
Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising.
Green Rising, Divine Rising.
I'm here. I was finna show Slow 5 when he do Kissy Face. Yeah. He's a scholar. He's a historian. We got to listen to him. And we know that he an Arab. We know about the Muslim slave trade that lasted 1,300 years in West Africa before they brought any Africans to America. We know what's up, nigga.
They seem to leave out
he just be, whenever his numbers get too low in his lives and give information, he come to other people's lives trying to gather some more followers.
Yeah, we know he an Arab.
That's because he needs our sources. He never provides original sources. He has to use our sources and then somehow make it white.
You care about the sources, y'all. They just need somebody to go back and forth for entertainment so they can get the people back in their lives.
I was about to say, it's crazy how people like to scarf they African knowledge and stuff and like to throw it around, but it's like it just shows how ignorant you are about the world now. It's like you think you so smart.
What though? Soon as you tell them, bring up.
Preacher, let him finish. Preacher, let him finish. Let him finish.
It's like soon as you they swear they're so smart because they know everything about Africa, but they just showing their ignorance that they don't research nowhere else in the world, right? It's like
I call them parrots because the only thing they do is regurgitate what they've been told by the cracker. That's why I call them Pan-African parrots. That's all they do is they parrot information. They're not real scholars. They're not real historians. They don't really know their genealogy. They don't know their family history. They're really lost.
Exactly. And it's like, if you knew anything about the history over here, you would know, like, the hair, like, just the creativity in their hairstyles in a way, like, the American Indian influenced everybody else. Like, no, niggas wasn't even
rocking. They
rocking.
trying to sneak this and be like, oh, y'all wear wigs. Straight your hair. Well, guess what? American Indians invented hot combs, and American Indians are the Egyptians, and yes, they wore wigs. Next question.
Yeah, like
even wigs over there, they took on the whole British courts wearing they little. You see the wigs, the little curly white wigs they wearing over there.
Man, those people didn't even have fades. Like you see everywhere now. They fading their shit up. Like you over there in Greece and Europe and in the what's it the Middle East and stuff, they all got. Them people never even had fades.
Asians too. The Asians too, bro. They get locks. They're getting fades, and they're dressing like this. They're rapping. They're doing everything. They're basically, in essence, imitating us. Yeah, the entire world is.
They didn't know nothing about hair care over there. Like, I mean, the best you got is Africans making statues and figurines out their hair. Like, them, all they did was have their hair dirty, wash it out with some water. They didn't put no soap. They didn't put no soap. And then put it in a ponytail, and they thought they was doing something. You know what I mean? So I can't believe none of that stuff about talking about, oh, we didn't have locks. I mean, we already know we had locks. There's Mayans painting themselves with locks. So I don't know. It's just people. These African people like to say, "Oh, I'm so smart. Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all gotta." But bro, you not. All you know is about. I don't know. You in an echo chamber. Your knowledge is all an echo chamber. That's one thing I don't like. Their knowledge is all an echo chamber. All they know about is Africa, Africa, Africa. And if it's not about Africa, it's not important to them. And like they like to come over and say we in an echo chamber, but I don't know. We know about Africa, Europe, Asia, and America. So
the original Africa was on this continent. Everybody started off here, regardless. But what they are today, we're just not the same today with, all the mutations that the Africans have that we don't currently have because most of our people here in the Americas are mixing with our own people, and the Africans are mixing with, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And we just don't carry the same mutations as the same people today. But at one point, we were all one people here on this land. What they also don't get is their ancestors were exiled over there. And those 600, out of them 640 crops that they grow over there, they brought them over there too. From the Americas over to Africa. So at the end of the day, like I said, we were one people. But today, due to the devilish things that their ancestors were doing here on the land that our people was never with, just as we're not with today, because we can still see today in Africa, they're doing those same things. So if the Africans, and as well as our own people here in the Americas and everybody else around the world, if they can't see the difference in our people compared to those people over there, then something's wrong with those people, because we're definitely not the same.
I don't think we all was one people. I believe in.
Yeah, but we were, because remember, all of these land masses were not up from under the water at the same time. That's just what it is. Everything was not up at the same time because a lot of stuff was still frozen. So life all started from here on this land. And then people dispersed.
You talking about the Ice Age?
People think it was no ice. It was no ice.
The Ice Age.
Yeah, but that's what caused
the Ice Age happened
in a lot of the places because the water levels rose.
Yeah,
this is why some of the land masses is underwater right now.
This was tropical. This was all tropical. So
Some.
You get what I'm saying?
What happened is basically.
Yeah, I got it. So
they said,
I don't think you get it. I don't think you get it.
Instead of them
I can
taking
change you the guys.
my idea and my Oromo identity, me becoming Amharic and Habasha and speaking Amharic language and becoming taking Amharic religion, I will become Somali instead. You know,
the problem is, guys.
But it happened.
Can we speak one at a time? Can we speak one at a time?
At that time, it happened.
It will.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, look.
It happened at that time. I know a lot of Oromos. They because of their execution that happened to them. Some of them didn't claim to be Oromo. I know that.
Yeah. Let me speak. Let me speak, Soma.
Go ahead, Jan.
What happened is basically the dude is from Dredawa. And then, he was forefathers for the Oromos. At the time, there was a struggle in Oromos because they're trying to ban our language during Haile Selassie. And then, during that time, there was a resistance. There was a resistance to overthrow the empire in a valley. Even the farmers were resisting the Haile Selassie. And then, during that time, dude created the Oromo alphabets for using the Latin alphabet, and then he was the main target because they was oppressing our people and banning our language. And when they heard Oromos got the alphabet now, they're trying to arrest him and kill him. So he fled to where? Near Somaliland, Hargeisa. And then at that time. Soma, let me finish. At that time, I can show you a video of him speaking the both language. That's why I think the Somali is claiming him. And the reason why Somalis say we give you the alphabet is when the alphabet is created, his father, this guy's father, and some of his followers goes to Mogadishu at the time. Mogadishu is more safe for the Oromos rather than Ethiopians. That's why Jalchala say a lot of histories of Oromo is known in Somali rather than in Ethiopia. That's the reason. Then
but let me say, so do you know that the Somali didn't use the Latin alphabet before? We adopted it.
Yeah, we also adopted it.
So we had a different...
I know that. You don't have to explain that. Soma, I know that. You have a lot of even a lot of clans have a lot of writing.
Do you believe that the Somali language and the Oromo language is more related to the Kemetic language or the
everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. So let me continue my point.
Yeah, but we use the same Latin alphabets, and we have sometimes we have a same words that we use for same things. Even the Afars, we're so more close to the Afars and Oromo than we are to any other Ethiopians.
Yeah, we know that. So let me continue my point. And then it's called madrasa, right? In Arabic, it's like school. Then
the Somali say it's also madrasa.
Okay, saying. Then his father's, I think his friend of his father's goes to Mogadishu and start teaching this alphabet.
Why you like us? Please, if you don't know history, ask us. But you don't know nothing, please. Ethiopia and Somali. Listen, why you mad? Ethiopia and Somali, politically, economically, they are our enemy. We don't have any relation.
No, stop it, man.
Who is he talking?
Let me tell you.
If you want to continue this conversation, you have to shout idiots.
If you talk, who are you talking to? Your enemy, man, we will remove you from where you live.
Go away. You are from Eritrea. Abahaku the Shawers. You look like Sudan.
You are Habasha. We will remove you.
Who is he talking to?
No, Jalchala, don't talk to him. He's mad. No.
You are talking nonsense.
You are not ruling anymore, man. You are not sit down.
Don't respond to this guy.
Go and watch.
A'udhu billah. Don't respond to him,
Who
guys.
Is he talking to? I don't get it.
Don't respond to him. Israel is powerful.
It's not okay in his age.
Abahaku the Shawers.
What?
From?
He joke with Israel. Stupid.
He's Jew, guys. Don't respond to him.
Your Zionist time is over, man. You're
you guys know this guy? He just came up and started ranting.
Yeah, he's not okay. Look, Soma, he's not okay. He supports Jewish Zionists, so just ignore him.
Yeah, why you are against of Christianity? Why you are against of Christianity? We know what you think.
Against Christianity, Gideon. I'm Christian.
No one was talking about Christianity.
You guys are extremists, Fano extremists.
You are extremist, terrorist.
Gideon.
I look at Middle
Gideon, let me tell you something. Nobody talked about Christianity.
We don't care about your Amharic language. Stop speaking that stuff.
No, because he understands that. You don't understand Amharic. That's what I'm talking about.
So I get you talking.
9 times, women went around 7 times, and they had to drink as they walked around that tree. They held those people in those holes there. They starved them out. They made them so thin so they could fit through those fucking doors. Don't talk that shit about that. It's a lot, and the epigenetics plays a part in this because the soul remembers everything from generation to generation to generation.
I agree with you saying, Mama. Let me just say this. I agree with you saying. We have our own destiny, our own path here. The African Americans have something totally different going on with Africans. Yes, we can unite and all that stuff, but we have our own shit to deal with that was going on before y'all even got here, and that's what we keep trying to express to y'all. A lot of people keep getting mad and getting upset when this TikTok thing about us talking about us. You know, this is our land. Our family been here for so long, and even before then, we still trying to get through that. And then y'all keep mixing and bringing up this battle where we can't even be prideful of who we are, get through our trauma, and deal with our land. Because like the guy said, I was kind of muted and I didn't know I was muted, but the guy said, I think she said it. You said it, Mom. You said, we only get like a certain amount of years out there, and we talking generations. That's true, because this is truly our land. That's why we're fighting for it. And everybody get attitude because we want to fight for what we've been through. Our ancestors died on this land, shed tears, went through all the civil wars. I could pull them up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's and everybody wants us to erase our trauma. Even after that, we had crack epidemic, and then when we talking about when y'all first started coming over here, my grandma generation was like the first generation that was like, we talking really had the froze and was Afrocentric and all that stuff. But when a lot of them was coming over here, they weren't welcoming us. So we gravitated more towards Muslim and all that type of stuff. And that's why we have us here in Philadelphia, a state of a lot of Muslims. But at the end of the day, it's like she said, it's all very spiritual, because we still got to go back to the whole slave trade, map all of that out, which I have been mapping it all out prior and to now. And what we're seeing today is exactly what's going on with the colonizers, who we all know who they're saying, I don't want to say the word of who's controlling every single thing in America and all over the world, for real, and got their hands in everything. But they're the main ones that was doing everything back then. Like, I feel like people need to get out their emotions and stop getting mad at a people or just saying that we don't want to, unite. But at the same time, y'all have to respect us. Like, we respect, like, at this point, it's like, if we respect all of y'all cultures, everybody has their own culture. And not only that, we're not saying that African culture is not our culture. That is our culture, but we also have an added culture, because a whole lot of stuff happened after
whole time, bro. Go ahead. I'm talking to the lady. All right, cool. Got you. So once again, now I gotta get my thoughts together. So now, to respond to her, oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you, guys. All right. So to respond to her, say your question one more time now. Let's just do it.
You said that Black people's hair, dreads, naturally, or something like that, you were saying. And I said, so how did the Mayans dread their hair?
Okay,
they're not Black.
Perfect. So I heard someone in the chat mentioning these are free-form locks. And what I stated was, First off, they're not locks, right? According to we have to prove that they're locks, right? That's the first thing, right? By some kind of literature, because the people of the culture will tell you what it is. Secondly, people of that region do wear locks. You can go to Mexico and still see the people wearing locks, the priests wearing locks. What we can't show is black people wearing locks in 1920 as part of our culture during the Harlem Renaissance. And that God said it was erased from our memory. We lost all trace of it. Now everybody else seems to be able to revive that culture.
Check this out. Are you literally going to do this?
So, brother,
going to do this, bro?
He hates information.
Bro, are you really going to do this?
Preacher, let him finish. Let him finish.
So
just finish.
No, after that, I'll let it go because y'all hate information. So I'm gonna let it go and let y'all have your bullshit, right? But the thing is, we can't show any cultural continuum that would connect Black Americans. Not only do we not have a migratory connection, a linguistic connection, a genetic connection to any of these places, right? Because nobody said Negroes were indigenous to North America. We have no trace to those places. We're just saying those people are dark, and therefore, since they're dark, they're us. But the people I showed on that screen that y'all pulled off real quick are just as dark, if not darker than most of those minds. They speak the language. They have the DNA. They have the culture. We did not wear locks prior to 1950s. It's not part of our culture in the States.
Are you done? So I could just show you where you're wrong.
Perfect. Go ahead.
Okay. So, yes, I'm going to be specific with, not the U.S. I'm going to be specific with what I was talking about originally because the Mayans aren't in the U.S. and I never claimed that we here in the U.S. wore locks at all. Never said that. Yeah. I said the Caribbeans was wearing locks. And then you said nobody's wearing locks before 2000. Now you changed it to nobody's wearing locks before 1950. You're wrong on both
ends. In 2000. Free-form locks in the 2000s.
And you're still wrong. You're still
not a common part
wrong.
Of the culture.
Okay, and I heard you. And like I said, the Caribbeans were wearing it. It was a part of their culture. Like I said from the beginning, the Caribbeans. Specifically, I said that from the beginning. I did not say the...
But I didn't say Caribbean, ma'am.
You complain about me, girl. You want to let her talk.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I know OH. It's fine. It's fine. So, like I said, the Caribbeans were wearing freeform locks. From the beginning, I said the Caribbeans. I never said the United States. I said the Caribbeans. And they were wearing it in the 1800s, before they were even free from slavery. They were wearing it before then. They were wearing it after slavery was over. The Rastafari movement officially, because they was already doing it, it didn't officially make it the Rastafari movement until the 1930s, which is before 1950.
No. Do that, just show the photographs, right? So the photograph proof in the 1800s. So
okay, so what photograph do you want me to show of Jamaica? I didn't say the States, though. You keep saying the States. I never said the States wore dreads. I said the Caribbeans. That was the Caribbeans' culture. That is one thing I will admit. We got that from the Caribbeans. I will admit that. We got that from them. I never said the States.
Okay, well, listen, I'll go ahead. Y'all want to show it? I'll read it.
A long time, man.
I'm going to read 2 lines.
I'm not going to say that. I ain't going to say that. Because people been wearing dreads in the Southeast for a very long time, man.
Also, this
photographs of it. Very long time.
Also, they did have photographs of it, sir. Like I said, but they have more photographs here in America because we're in America, not in the island. Also,
if it's prevalent, people should be able to show in the Harlem Renaissance in the 20s and 1800s us wearing locks. It's part of our culture.
I didn't say us. I said the Caribbeans. What are you talking about?
Caribbean too. You should have photographs.
You do.
So why you keep speaking about the Harlem Renaissance?
Hold on. Okay, so this is one thing. This is one thing I'm gonna say. You do know they took more Indians from that part of Central America to the Caribbean islands, especially Haiti and all the rest of them. You do know they took a lot of them over there, right?
So once
you want the slave trade? You want the slave trade here in America? You know they took a lot of Indians from that area to the Caribbean islands?
And then, like, you being very
I don't think y'all understand the whole point of this discussion is how are you connected? How are you connected to this culture?
Sir, I did not say I am personally connected to the Mayans.
We're trying to... Hold on, family. Hold on.
I'm trying to say somebody trying to. I'm gonna say you being very disingenuous, trying to stay within like the Reconstruction area, right? The late 1800s and the early 1900s, right? Like it's obviously like we know we had a certain culture, a certain time period at that time. Our culture is very fluid. It moves. It changes throughout times. And at that time, long hair was looked at as unprofessional. We was trying to keep our hair short and cut, and we was perming our hair to look like white people. So I mean, we wasn't wearing locks in the 1930s.
What? You see big old afros on.
What are you talking about?
I ain't gonna say it looked like them,
but no, we was straightening our hair before we met them. But
the other thing, straighten our hair, it wasn't to look at like their hairstyles. When they during that time, we was copying their hairstyles.
We don't know what the age of photography. We have photography for almost 200 years, and nobody took a photograph into the Mau Mau movement. That's the thing about it, and I'll put it up on the screen.
Okay, and you can say the same thing about the Native Americans, how there were cameras from the early 1800s, but yet the first photographs, professional photographs of so-called natives wasn't taken until the 1850. Like 1847 is the very first photograph taken of a native. Before then, no photographs whatsoever. No, that's fine. Before you do that, camera was created in like 1811, but for 30 years, almost 40 years, they never took a photo of a native until then. Until after
they had another method that they were using.
We have natives in the 1850s. I had the photographs.
Okay, so I just wanted to say too, you said that the Mayans' hairstyle was not dreadlocks, and it was.
Okay, perfect. So, like I said, if you're saying that they were, then you have to show the genetic, the historic, the cultural connection. Because people in Mexico,
I'm gonna show genetics on their dreadlocks. You want me to show genetics on their dreadlocks?
So, ma'am, listen, I said multiple things. If you're showing a connection to these people, you have to have the genetic, the historic, the language.
You don't even know
those people, still 6 million Mayan speakers. They still speak the Mayan language. They still have the DNA. They still have the culture, and their ancestors are wearing locks. So they have all
that's what you believe. But okay, go ahead. I'm gonna wait till you're done. Go ahead.
They're not gonna let me talk. I promise they won't let me talk, yo. I'm just gonna read 2 lines because all they have no impulse control. While dreadlocks are an ancient hairstyle seen across many cultures, the style in this modern cultural significant form, particularly in Jamaica, did not appear to the 1800s. Right? The popular term dreadlocks and hairstyle association in defiance and spiritual rebellion originated with the Rastafari movement in Jamaica during the 1930s. Okay, that's when you see the popularized culture. The first trace of it is in the 1800s. But the thing about it is we don't see it, we don't hear about it through the historic and culture, through the artifacts. Black Americans, there's no trace of us being the indigenous of Jamaica. That's the problem. There's no trace of us being the indigenous of the Western Hemisphere or the South. And that's the problem with the whole argument.
You don't need first-hand accounts. Do you know who?
And that's why y'all washed them off the screen real quick.
Do you know who Vera Ronda is?
I had nothing to do with that. So, you were being disrespectful. That's why we took you off the screen. We don't have a problem with you showing pictures whatsoever, but you came up to be disrespectful when no one disrespected you.
I did not disrespect anybody. The whole time I've been up here.
You were being disrespectful. But no, when you first came up the first time, you came up off buck to be disrespectful when no one disrespected you at all.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You interpreted this.
Absolutely.
This is the only reason why the panel got calm because I kept saying they won't let you talk. And they literally still don't have impulse control. So it's no reason to be up.
Sir, you cut people off. Pot calling the kettle black.
I heard the whole entire
Pot calling the kettle black.
Exactly. Why are you showing black people but saying there was no black people?
These are the people in the state. These are the people of the Mayan state.
And did you say the ancient hairstyle?
You said there was no melanated people.
You said there was no.
They're Native Americans. The Native Americans are melanated.
Look at those people, fam.
Listen to what you
don't have no. None of your grandmamas. You don't have no grandmama, no auntie, or nothing that looks like that.
It's not like it. That's what we're saying.
You don't have.
It's not us. There's no connection to us. We don't have any connection.
I didn't say I was those people, but my people say they was already here. That's what my family told me before I went to school, and I was told I was from Africa.
So they could be indigenous to Mexico, but
we can't be from here.
Okay, I get it.
The thing is, you keep wanting to connect us to somebody else. I'm not trying to connect us to those people. I am. My people been here. Like that's why is it that we always got to be connected to somebody else? No, nigga, I'm here.
Those people are dark as the artifact. That's all. I'm just letting y'all know. If you're using the pigment argument, those people are just as dark. It's not dark.
Your people,
they have the DNA and they have the connections. They're still in the same soil.
You are Arab, right?
We could go genealogy for genealogy. I'm saying these people they can confirm.
Do you not know about the Southeastern Woodland tribes? Do you not know about the Southeastern Woodland tribes?
My bad.
Everybody can see it.
Yeah, I know. I'm from that tribe.
What's the genealogy?
I'm from that tribe.
He said he'll go.
The Southeastern Woodland is not one tribe. That's multiple tribes.
To preacher.
All right, so now we don't do on minds no more. So I'm gonna leave the panel, but once again, if anybody wants to go genealogy,
why you running? You just
running.
You'll go genealogy.
On the same soil.
Because y'all got an echo chamber. Y'all don't want people to talk.
Let's talk about the soil most of us is on. Have you heard about the
Southeast? What you talking about?
What do you know about the Southeast?
I heard everything you said. Everybody quiet. Everybody quiet. Bones.
Everybody's not quiet. It's two people talking. Everybody's not quiet.
I'm asking you to be quiet.
All I'm trying to say is this whole argument about locks is flawed because locks been being worn since 2500 BCE. What are we talking about?
But he's claiming that nobody that was over here in America was wearing locks, and that the Mayans didn't have locks, and that the people in the Caribbeans wasn't wearing locks until nobody was wearing locks in the Americas until after the 2000s.
What about
then he changed it to the 1950s. Then after I told him that he was wrong, he now wants a picture of the Caribbeans in the early 1800s before they got their independence wearing locks.
It's like you don't know nothing about the indigenous history. Like
sound like that goalpost did move, fatty.
One of the first things they did to get rid of our traditions and our spirituality, because it revolved a lot around our hair, was cut our hair. They literally outlawed.
Y'all said genealogy.
Outlawed our hair. And here in Texas,
y'all said genealogy. Let's do that.
Listen. Here in Texas,
man, that man don't want. You don't want to do no.
Can I tell you some real stuff, bro? They literally outlawed our hair. This is real stuff that happened here in Texas, where I'm from. Literally, it was 15 years ago. 15 years ago, I'm being specific. 10 to 15 years ago, you couldn't have dreads at school. They'll make you go cut your hair. If you went to a YT school and you had dreads, your hair was, you couldn't have that. They'll kick you out of school until you couldn't come back until you cut your hair.
So old enough, you remember all of us had to cut our hair. That in Georgia.
So I mean, there's a whole history of wigs. Listen, there's a whole history of wigs coming from Florida. Seminoles and Florida Indians wore wigs. That's where wigs come from. That's where the first people wearing wigs.
So white man walk behind you with razors, right? Because y'all, everybody forgot their culture. I'm saying there's no connection.
No, there was literal law.
Connection to the
shut up.
Black code, bro. Have you heard of the black code? Have you heard of the black code?
And all that genealogy talk.
Where you know about legal was?
We
know how. Have you heard of the black code?
What do you want to talk about the genealogy, sir? What do you want to know about genealogy?
Somebody wrote genealogy today. Listen. Every time I say genealogy for genealogy, everybody declines.
Man, what do you say? Okay, stop. What are you talking about genealogy for genealogy? You show an ancestor and then they show an ancestor?
I'm saying if you're saying you show my African ancestors, I would gladly do it. If we have a panel, box to box, and we both show that genealogy in front of the people. Nobody on that side, on your side, shows it from a computer screen. We always show a genealogy. We always show our African ancestors on our side.
Do you have paperwork, documentation, or DNA?
Okay, but I'm confused. Okay, but our history. Hold on, wait. Okay, so this is what I'm confused about. OH. If we're telling you we ain't found no African ancestors on our genealogy, what are we showing? That's why I'm asking. I'm confused what it is you want to see.
Well, you prove it. Because you want me to prove it, we both prove it together. We show the people together. That's what we do. So once again, let me answer our question. We're not doing it here, man.
Just pull it up.
This panel has no.
I'm agreeing to it. I am agreeing to it.
So, ma'am, I can't get 3 words out of this panel. It's going to have to be box to box. On a real platform.
Pull it up.
To it, bro.
Sir, I'm not going on your platform. You talk too long.
Everybody mute up, but
too long. We're going to do this here right now. Pull it up. I got a few minutes. I literally have maximum 30 minutes. Sir, nobody's going to interrupt. Nobody's going to come off the mute.
I will advertise.
We can put it up box to box. I'm not coming to your panel, OHF. I've told you this many times. You talk too long, so we're going to all go on mute.
I can't talk long. Go ahead, bro.
I'll show my ancestor.
Absolutely not on this panel.
Get quiet.
Absolutely not. Look at the way they act. They're interrupting now. They haven't stopped interrupting. Like, there's no way you could possibly do it on the
panel. They're going to be good, sir. Everybody is waiting. Go ahead.
Email,
bro.
Absolutely not.
Damn.
Pull it up.
Absolutely not, man.
Everybody is on mute. Go ahead. I'm pulling up my tree now. Go ahead. We're box to box now. Go ahead.
I'm going to let y'all have your live, right? Mayans, you have no connection to Mayan culture.
Sir, we
that
heard
was the backdrop
Pull it
before
up.
y'all changed it.
Pull it up. Pull it up.
Y'all think I'm going to do about put all my sacred ancestors in front of this panel? So y'all can interrupt the whole time and not show y'all shit?
We're not, my people ain't coming to your live. My people, I'm literally up here saying I am about to show my tree. You said ancestor for ancestor. Yes. I have my computer right in front of me.
When you're ready to drop off this live and do a box to box, I'm perfectly fine.
I'm not coming
Absolutely
to
not
your
on the same panel.
I'm not coming to your live. You are too long-winded. You talk way too long. You are too long-winded. I've told you this. You need to be on a time limit.
Box to box. I would love to do it today.
We're box to box right now. You have your computer right now.
You don't have it. He trying to change the subject.
You have your. We just saw your computer screen, sir. Pull it up.
If he had it,
I'm not going to do it on a crazy ass pretendian panel, man.
If he had it, he would know the dude name.
If we're such pretendians, it's no reason that you have to go to your panel. Nobody is going to drop you. Nobody is going to beat you.
People that found Africans.
Just pull it up.
On that note,
ask him to type in pretending.
We're not going to do it on this panel. Y'all don't sir. Absolutely not. Y'all can continue with your life. The Mayans are y'all, right?
No.
You are lots, right? You have the DNA connection, right? At any point, box to box.
Pull it up. No.
Absolutely not. We're not. I'm not doing shit on this panel.
Pull it up.
Absolutely. You not hear me?
Bro, you a pathetic. You just brought
you about to be dropped because you playing with us.
I'm glad. Drop me, cool. I'm going with it.
Really?
I'm not showing on this panel. Before you go, I just want you to know, OHF, that you are African. You're African. While we're Pretendians, you're an African.
In between the lines.
Y'all want to be Africans, but you can't.
They're trying to get you to go on their panels, show your family members so they can get the information and try to debunk you and do shows on it, y'all.
Yeah, they gonna look up somebody else.
They can't debunk my tree, and that's the part. That's the thing about my tree. You can't debunk my tree at all. There's nothing about my tree you can debunk.
Salute everybody. Grand Awakening. Why y'all let this clown been on these lives going back and forth for 3-4 years?
What happened?
We understand. We understand they can't.
He might have got a call.
But they always getting debunked. Y'all ain't sick of this dude? Like, for real? Like, if I ever had a chance to run across him in real life, I promise you, it'll go down.
It's not even that deep.
You ain't going to do shit to nobody. You ain't going to do shit to nobody.
Get your motherfucking ass hurt. Where did you come from? You've been quiet this whole time.
You niggas ain't African. You motherfuckers are nuts.
And now
you motherfuckers are retarded.
And now he want to go home.
You cannot say that word.
Oh my gosh. Wow. OHS, get your people.
Hey, this
whole time he was up here on mute and now he want to talk trash. Where was that energy?
Ain't nothing but a bunch of clown ass niggas. There ain't nowhere. Let me tell y'all something, family. Whenever y'all ever a pan goofy in real life,
information.
That's what I want to ask. Have y'all ever seen a pan goofy in real life? At any parades, at any bar, anywhere? I don't see them.
I don't know what world y'all live in, but they in the real life. They on their own apps talking shit. These niggas is keyboard warriors.
If you from the South, they ain't in the South like that. They up north. That's where they got.
Right.
Yeah, them niggas ain't nowhere. Them niggas ain't
nowhere. Niggas will bat the fuck out of them out here in the real world.
They ain't in the South with that shit at all.
Nigga, you ain't in the South. Nigga, we deep in the South.
That's why that nigga keep talking about the
Indian territory down south, nigga. I wish I ever seen any of y'all down here.
You keep talking about the Harlem Renaissance and all that shit. Nigga, talk about that shit.
Yeah, then you can't disapprove our information. Then you want to try to be disingenuous and want to call us names and want to go back and forth. Boy, you gonna get bad at. I'm telling you.
Look, he haven't done his genealogy because look, he wouldn't have to even say we could go box to box. If he had his genealogy, if he found his African ancestors, this one right.
Man, let me tell y'all something.
He wants to put on a show. That's what it is.
African on this tree, he'll be glad to show it. Just like a lot.
Yo, I ain't married to the money, I ain't never like go, baby. It's so wild from the bed, baby. I know my lifestyle is driving me crazy. I love them, hoes, fuck them, niggas, fuck them. If they ever violated, fuck them, let their mama love them.
October is all about me, cause your turn should have been over. November got October is all about me, cause you introduce them.
Where they ask me,
yeah, right, racist. Let's racist. Let's talk about what you're really trying to do. Destiny swap. It's the main act of a people who arrive with nothing but violence and the audacity. Racists got really close, though, to stealing a legacy that was already complete without them. But they weren't successful. And the near extinction population decline proves this. The racist colonizers' greatest theft, their most violent attempt at the swap, was the attempted murder of a world they were too spiritually stunted to comprehend. They stumbled out of their boats, smelling like a functioning farm, and encountered a civilization they couldn't fathom. A sacred matriarchal system led by black women. A system built on love, on cosmic order, on a deep, resonant alignment with universal law. They saw a society that worked, a people who belonged to the land, and it exposed the emptiness they brought with them. So they tried to perform a swap, a brutal, demonic exchange. They saw divine feminine power and tried to replace it with a patriarchal, predatory copycat system. Black American Indians are the original architects and creators of the systems that whites thrive under, not the other way around. Any information challenging this very obvious truth is falling in line with the destiny swap. System of wannabes. They have no authentic destiny here, so they have to steal it from black Americans. Showing up to HBCUs randomly with the intent of disrupting is a sure sign of another plan at play. Another evil plot to stir violence and enact laws and violence that further moves the theft. They are the squatters who broke into the palace and murdered the royal family. Then they put on the stolen crowns, parading in front of the mirrors, trying to convince even their own hollow reflections that they were born to rule. Their entire existence is a flimsy forgery, a destiny swap built on a foundation of graves. And they are terrified every single moment of the day that the true heirs return to reclaim the deed. Look no further, honkies. The swap is failing. The paint is peeling. And the black indigenous worlds are here to watch the whole cheap facade collapse under the weight of its own lies. Hope you pack, settlers, because the swap is unswapping. All right, racists. Let's talk about what...
Yeah, I mean, from the looks of it, they're separate countries, so I don't really see why there's...
So when the British came, they made a border, invisible borders, divided in clans, and they gave part of the land to Kenya, which then the people that live in Dar Somali, they're like, what the fuck, we're not going to claim Kenyans. We're still there, bro. We still live there. Our grandfathers still live there. We grew up there, bro.
See, that is a specific tactic they already used before with, the Palestinians and Israel. They gave somebody else someone's land and then just left and said, deal with it.
Exactly. It's like, and then now you have these random Kenyans who are Gen Z, don't know anything. They grew up in the slums, basically, in Kenya, and they don't even realize their own region. Like, if you look at Kenyan geography, there's clearly says Somali states, NFD region, then you got Kikuyu tribe regions. It's all divided. It's all tribes live there. I don't know why this Horner, who should know, you should know of all people that.
I know what's going on there.
Wait, why is equal support? What is white equal support for Friday State? Yeah.
Come to do the rest. Step in the way, multiple shots are going through the test. You must be ready. Well, come on.
What's up, my people? What's up? I got a little different direction today to talk about. I'm going to start by asking, what is a matrix? What does the term matrix resonate with? Well, I'll cut it short for you. I'll get the mystery out the way. So the term matrix is resonating with the womb, the matriarch, right? The womb, the matriarch, the matrix. Most of everything that we experience here on this planet or in this reality comes from the direction of the womb. The major question is, which womb are we under or in at this moment, at this very moment? Is it the melanated womb, the carbonated womb, or is it the pale womb? Daughters of American Revolution. Is it Ruth the Moabitess, or is it Esther the Albion? Which womb, which matrix are we in at this very moment? Our state of mind, our standing, and our condition is corrupted. The carbonated womb has been corrupted because she follows after Esther, the Albion. Corrupted with jealousy, corrupted with envy, corrupted with betrayal, corrupted with tall tales, corrupted with non-truth, corrupted with non-facts, corrupted with music, corrupted with separation. All of this has led to our fall. And before you want to argue with me about these facts that I'm telling you now, you need to dig deep and think. Don't just sit there and think that, hey, man made us this way. No, man did not make you this way. And I got a hard fact that you cannot debate me on. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Raise your shirt up. If you have a belly button, you came from a womb. You came from someone's matrix. You came from a matriarch. You came from a womb, man. Now that we got that piece of information out of the way, Since everyone comes from a womb, everybody has a belly button. Do you know what that means? Because the womb is the first school for the one entering this world through that portal. And being as though that it's said that there's not many men inside of the households now, or inside of the family structure of the carbonated people, there's only one person left to orchestrate, to organize and direct, the pattern or the direction for the young ones to go into. And that's you, mothers. This is the result of you having your way. This is the result of your comfortability. This is the result of not being held accountable for your actions. This is what that is. This is a call for all of the fuckery and the fakery to stop, cease to exist. This is a cease and desist. For all of it to discontinue. Pick up your old patterns, your natural roots. Be yourself. Stop being afraid to be yourself. Wake up. You are the one that really needs to wake up. You know, there's a Christian saying that floats around.
It's sunshine.
Before Bill Cosby became America's favorite TV dad, he was Alexander Scott, secret agent in the first accepted black face in primetime white gaze. 3 Emmys later, he would use his I Spy money to purchase Spanish Fly on the Wall and become America's most famous peeping Uncle Tom. A year after wearing red jumpsuit on DC stage, Eddie Murphy was in Beverly Hills investigating the murder of a white man the Detroit PD wouldn't. And that's all it took. From SNL Stevie Wonder skit to badge, baton, blockbuster, boom. Gangster rapper Ice-T traded in his Adidas that squeak for a pair of boots worth licking. Now, America's first OG, now NYPD, now the Lifetime story on how the man who wrote 6 in the morning became 12. 30 years later, Ice Cube will bring Kevin Hart for a ride along. And for a 90-minute runtime, we will all forget the scene. Fuck the police. John and Marlon Wayans were a cop and a white woman simultaneously. Yet remarkably, Terry Crews is the only nigga to get shots. Martin Lawrence and Will Smith will save the city of Miami thrice. But in the collective conscience, we will know them as the bad boys. Denzel Washington will get his highest nod from the Academy when he's willing to show Ethan Hawke American policing done the right way. Don't you get it? This is war by propaganda. Turn your favorite black radical into...
My father, who is our father, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, is not physically present with us. He is what we call an ascendant master. Is ascended to the Father. His title is not the same.
Because we have pleaded for the last 400 years.
Mr. Meeks said you did not speak for it. How would you talk to a young boy like that?
Well, I would say I would definitely have to use the Bible, Mr. Dillon. Well, listen to my own witness.
I ain't no Uncle Tom.
Well, salvation.
You can't brainwash me.
Jesus said, first you seek the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, all of these things.
Heaven is on earth, mind you, brother. Where you gonna go when we start revolution? Whose side are you gonna be on? Are you still gonna be on your knees begging for us jobs?
As Mr. Meek said, he wouldn't just die standing on his feet rather than die on his knees. I will die standing up for God, regardless of any circumstance.
Okay. If God ever told you to let this white man rule you like he is?
Well, young man, you first must be born again. God is a spirit.
I ain't born again. I ain't got to be born again. See, I was born in a new generation. Your mother could have brainwashed you, but can't nobody brainwash me. I'm ready. It's gonna take young boys like us to win the revolution.
The white people realize today that they was wrong for enslaving the Negro. And not just the great man. I'll finish. I'll wait. Why, if you so militant and so intelligent, why don't you keep your mouth shut?
I'll tell you why I'm militant, because I'm sick and tired of you standing up there on a television camera, a black man with a white heart.
What is the evidence for a fucking Jesus? When you actually read these fucking books and you see what these New Testament scholars, you see what they saying, you look at what the scholarly consensus is, what do we have for a Jesus? All of the fucking evidence that they're using, it's late. And if it's not late, it's a forgery. And if it's not a forgery, it's interpolated. We don't have shit for no Jesus. Well, this is where the scholars say Paul is evidence of Jesus. Paul didn't meet a fucking Jesus. What's the evidence of a Paul? The Gospels are not first century texts. The Paul's letters are not first century texts. This is second century shit. They are saying that Paul's letters date to the middle of the first century. No, the fuck they don't. They don't come out to the middle of the second century from a dude named Marcion. What contemporary source mentions a Paul? Nothing. We don't have shit for no Paul. How can Paul be evidence of a Jesus when there's no evidence of a Paul? There is not a single contemporary source, Jewish, Roman, whatever. Don't nobody mention a Jesus or a Paul from the first century. No fucking body. How is that so? If the Gospels don't date to the first century, Paul's letters don't date to the first century, what the fuck are they using to say these people actually existed? What are they using? Again, remember, all evidence for these two motherfuckers is late. It's late. And if it's not late, it's a forgery. And if it's not a forgery, it's interpolated. So what do we have? How is the consensus that these people existed when there's no fucking evidence? There's nothing outside of the Bible. There's nothing. We don't have shit. I'm going to end this shit like this. At one point, the consensus was that the earth was flat. That's not true. At some point, we're going to have to drop this shit. These people didn't exist. We don't have shit. If this same standard was applied to anything else outside of Christianity, we'd be like, that's bullshit. But because it's Christianity, because it's the most popular religion in the world, because this is the religion of the oppressor, because this is what was used to come.
I was mad, Pac, ain't just me.
What the fuck you doing, TikTok?
Well, let's do it, baby.
I mean, you remember, don't you? Now you remember?
No, ma'am, but let's do it.
You met me. You came to Solar
No,
Lake.
ma'am, I don't remember you, baby, but let's do it.
Oh, we're going to do it. You can't take people's money and not show it, sweetheart. That's not the business we're in. We both got to make money.
I know that's not the business I'm in, so that's why I don't even play games like that. I used to steal purses when I was a little bitty boy. I don't play with money like that no more. I ain't did that since I was like a little bitty boy, so let's do it. However you want. I don't know her. My price going up as we speak. You know, I got the #1 song in the country right now.
You know, I got her last.
She want $1 million.
No, baby, listen.
Basically, she want $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
It's a principle. You cannot take people's money and not show up.
So how much money we took? How much money you claim we took from it?
That's not for the radio, and you know.
Thank you. So that's how much it sounds like you should be suing for, right? How much money did you lose? How much money did you lose? That's how much money it sounds like she should be suing for, huh? $1 million? Get real. Get real.
Video saying you were sorry you were coming back.
Okay.
Do you know that?
Huh?
You know you on video saying you're sorry to Baltimore and you're coming back, you're gonna make this up.
I don't know nothing about that.
I know you don't. You gonna say you don't know anything until we go to court.
Look, I don't know nothing about that, baby.
Tracy, thank you so much. We'll be thankful for you guys at least talking about it. I don't know how it's going to end.
If you're going through
Is this a smear campaign or an expose? Listen to this Native American till the end. He'll tell you who they're teamed up with.
Yo. I hate when our relatives, whether distant or close, right? People that don't like you team up with other people that don't like you. If they can't beat you with facts, they'll beat you with lies. Hey, thank you, Gemini girl with the 11 roses. Skaskai on something. Thank you for 11 roses, 11 flowers. Yeah, but when they don't like you, they team up with other people that don't like you. How much you want to bet for the next few weeks the people that don't like me are going to try their hardest to smear campaign me? And if you don't know what a smear campaign is, it's when they talk shit about you and spread lies about you. Yo.
Well, I've been just looking out for them dirty niggas, you know, just to make sure that they don't.
Come on, bro. I can't. I know that it was funny this morning and all that. We don't gotta do it again, bro. It's not funny anymore. It's funny the first time, but it's old.
Is this a smear campaign?
Had a fire. I was wondering if you were okay, and I see that you're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
And I heard that you blamed us, Voodoo, for you catching you out on fire. Is that true?
That's a lie. I never did that.
One guy had a whole live saying that you were scared of us because we did some kind of voodoo, and you really do fear us.
When people don't like you, they team up with other people that don't like you and spread lies about you because they can't beat you with facts.
So then the guy was telling the truth then. You were really afraid that it was us.
No, that's not true. What?
Oh, yeah, but that's what he said. They had a whole lie.
Yeah, I mean, your people are known
seen that lie? Have you seen the lie?
Your people are known to lie.
Listen, no, this was a Native American.
Your people are literally known to fucking lie, yo. Literally known to be liars. I ain't gonna lie, but...
Had a fire. I was wondering if you were okay.
Is this a smear campaign?
But y'all be...
Y'all know every time I drop a single, I got to come to y'all, let y'all hear, you know. Stuck in the bed, we know the stir out.
It's Kiki. Let me in. I need to buy another 8-ball so I can argue with the real indigenous. Yes, it's time to go into super troll mode.
A few moments later.
Damn, Kiki, you just left here this morning. You need to slow down.
I know what we can do for these pretendians. We should take them to court. I have to make a TikTok about this, but first I must transform into super troll. Since these pretendians are kicking our ass, I think we should be stupid and try to take them to court.
I don't know what has gotten into Kiki, and she is bringing embarrassment and shame to our tribe. She needs to shut up before she gets all us kicked out of the trailer park. And I heard she has a drug problem. She's always has the sniffles.
I don't know what has gotten into Kiki. She is an embarrassment.
I can't believe he sold me out, and I am going to tell he's the one that sells me the snow.
Man, we know the stir out.
It's Kiki. Let me in. I need to buy another 8-ball so I can argue with the real indigenous.
What's up, tribe? I appreciate the love y'all been showing me on this new series. With that being said, welcome to season 2 of Kiki the Powderhead Super Troll.
Kiki, please tell me you got the smack out of the trailer.
No, I forgot I was so scared, but I keep a little in my shoe.
Well, take it out then. What are you waiting for? It's time to turn into Mighty Morphin Super Trolls. I'm hungry, Kiki. We're gonna have to leave this place to get something to eat.
Yeah, I'm hungry too. Let's go to McDonald's.
I've been looking for this bitch Kiki all day. Now I'm hungry. I'm about to go get me a Big Mac, extra Mac sauce. Can I have a Big Mac combo, extra Mac sauce, and a Diet Coke? I'm trying to watch my figure.
No problem. Coming right up. That will be $15.62.
Do you guys take food stamps?
Rat!
Welcome to Season 2, Episode 2 of The Adventures of Kiki, the Powderhead Super Troll.
I'll get you, Kiki. You can run, but you can't hide. On my mama.
What y'all looking for? Hard, soft, Skittles, gas? I got what you need. Can I have an 8-ball? No matter of fact, make it 2.
That little raggedy ass Pinto is fast as hell. On my mama, it's okay, because her rat ass will be back. That first of the month check won't last too long.
I can't believe the old trusty Pinto got us out that jam. Now let's crack 8-ball in the corner pocket.
Hey, get out. Checkout time was 2 hours ago. You have to hurry up and buy or leave.
Do you think things are still hot in the trailer park?
I hope not. I left Jet at the house by himself all night. Let me hear.
Jet called me and said, Daddy went to jail again. I'm so sick of your shit, Josiah. Josiah! Your junkie ass will never see him again!
We back, tribe. I really appreciate it.
Man, we know the story.
First of all, the greatest thing on the...
You go to your 40th great grandfather. They had characteristics, right? That's what DNA is. They had.
I beg you, do yours.
Hold on. Let me finish my point, bro. They had traits. They had actions. They had character traits that you still carry today. That's what DNA is. It's memory, all right? And when I look at Africans, I don't see none of those character traits from Black Americans shared with Africans. You get it? It's a frequency. It's a vibration. We don't civil rights movement. Y'all was hold on. We don't connect, bro. It's no memory shared there. It's no segregation. No culture. None of that. We don't share nothing with Africans.
It's not even the same bloodline.
Fact.
Okay, so let me say this. We was never... Let me finish. Hold on, Ray. Let me finish. I want to respond to the host completely to what the host said. Hold on, Viz. You said that during civil rights, Africans was laughing at y'all. Africans never have been called none of the names that you have up there, correct?
That's my point.
But that's not true because literally Africans was colonized in Africa. They had literally places where African children couldn't even go to school, but white people was in Africa going to school. And
that ain't got nothing to do with it.
Look, the same people that was calling you all these names was in Africa calling African people, not Afro-American or African-American, but they was calling them Negroes.
We wasn't over there. We wasn't over there laughing at y'all when y'all was going through that. We wasn't saying, we American black. Oh, we're not one of them. Oh, you African? No, we the American black. We're not one of them. We wasn't doing none of that. Because you know what we would have did if we came over there and seen that shit? We'd do the same thing we see in America. We gonna act the fuck up.
If we were laughing at you, why was Malcolm X in Africa?
Malcolm X was in Mecca because he believed the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was telling him the damn truth. So he had to leave America to go to Mecca and realize that the world is bigger than this small town.
Mecca is not Africa. How you gonna tell a Black American man who has the lineage of America that he needs to study his American education? How about you?
Mecca.
Who said that?
Grandmother, talking about you need education. Like, do you even know do you know education?
What you want? What you asking me? Like, what you want to know? I said everything you want to know.
I said to you, why did Malcolm X go to Africa if we were laughing?
I told you why. You need to study American history. I just told you the Honorable Elijah Muhammad tried to fucking segregate the man and tell him that all black people, only black people could be a Muslim. That's why he went to Africa. He went to Africa and seen that it was white people, it was black people, it was Indians, it was Germans, it was, nigga, to be a Muslim, you could be any race and any culture.
That's why he came. Right. We were all fighting.
Man, you asked me a question and I answered it. What else you want to know? He ain't came because of y'all. He didn't come because of y'all. He came because Allah told him that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad might be laughing. So he left the Nation of Islam and went to Africa to see for itself.
Okay, so why did Maya Angelou live in Africa? Why did Maya Angelou live in Africa?
Man,
do you know Maya Angelou?
Who the fuck don't know who Maya Angelou is? She's still American Indian.
Why did she live with her son? Why did she live
American
with
Indian.
her son in my country?
That. How you can ask me why?
Okay, tell me.
Why y'all ain't over there helping Abraham Torres?
We're not having the same fight.
Why you asking me about American history? Let's stick to your why you ain't helping Abraham Torres and Burkina Faso? Why you ain't over there standing over him?
If both of us were not fighting the same enemy,
why you ain't helping Abraham Torres and Burkina Faso? Enough of American shit, because we need to stop teaching y'all shit anyway if y'all gonna be on that bullshit. Let's talk about y'all shit. Why don't we talk about the Nigerian slave trade that y'all so scared to talk about? Do you know about that? Have your ancestors or your mother or grandmother told you it was a treacherous slave trade before the transatlantic called the Nigerian slave trade? But it unalived millions of fucking Africans. But our history don't teach us about that shit. You want to talk about Nigerian slave trade? You don't want to talk about Abraham
during the
Torres.
slave trade, you mean?
You don't want to talk about Burkina Faso and what's going on over there right now.
Yo,
what you want to talk about? You want to keep talking about that shit? Drop it, bro.
Let's talk about it.
Let's get 10 minutes. Drop it.
Let's talk about.
Got 10 minutes, boy. You done pissed me the fuck off. Can I speak real fast?
Hey, don't say all y'all know about is Black American struggle. I don't know about no Black American struggle. Because I'm 20. I was just born. I ain't never smelt the struggle in America.
I was just born. I'm crying.
You 20 years old, boy.
You're a baby, for real.
Wow. That sound a man.
Oh, wow.
You say you 20. You an old man, baby.
I don't get why y'all fighting African and black. Everybody's all the same.
We ain't fighting Africans or black. Africans coming up here telling us about our history, but they don't want to talk about theirs. You want to talk about yours?
So what is the issue? What is the issue that you guys are going about?
It ain't no issue. He's sitting here telling us, he telling me that I need to go back to school. I don't know about my American history. So I'm telling him why you won't talk about Burkina Faso and what Abraham Torres is doing over there right now. Why you won't talk about the slave trade, which was the Nigerian slave trade that happened before the transatlantic slave trade. That was worse than the transatlantic slave trade. Let's talk about your history since you're trying to debunk me on my history. We are not the same, because I'll talk about mine, but an African want to mislead and give misinformation about their shit. No, we ain't going to do that on this panel today. If you want to talk about my shit, we're going to learn about y'all shit today. We can stick the topic or we can subject hot and Uno reverse all this shit.
But this, with the Nigerian slave trade, the whole thing with that is, people always try to say, like, oh, well, black people, they also had slaves in Africa. That's correct, but it wasn't because of the skin color.
Over immigrant sin. Try to make sure we never get it back.
Bro, but these niggas is out there again, man. And they out there doing, yo, check this out. I don't know if it's just my phone or it might be my algorithm. You know what I mean? I'm catching a lot of videos, man, from these niggas up in Pennsylvania, in the Pennsylvania area. They in the New York area. They in the New Jersey area. They in the New Jersey area. Like, and yo, I don't know, I think they in the Chicago area.